Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick.
And my name is Chris. And Nick, what have we got in store today?
Today, Chris, we're taking another cheeky look at VeChain, one of our favorite projects here at Cheeky Crypto. And this time we come with news of a new partnership between a VeChain Foundation and the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology. This is absolutely massive. It's quite lengthy and of an article, so I'm going to try to riddle through it as quickly as I can for you guys. Because I think it's an important one to just wrap our heads around what this means for VeChain moving forward. So guys, if you do find it useful and informative, do go ahead and smash that like button for Chris. He really appreciates it. And if you're new here, do subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Chris, shall we jump on over to the market, see what's happened in the last kind of 24 hours, have a look at the VeChain chart and this new partnership.
Yeah, this is my biggest bag, right? My biggest investment in this market. So really love this project. And once we've gone through it, Nick, let's do a bit of a roundup and give our views on what we think this means for VeChain. Yeah, let's get straight into it.
Fantastic. Right, here we are on Coin Market Cap. I'm just going to give it a quick refresh there. And what would you know, we had another billion just added to the market cap. So market cap is at $653 billion. We have a trading volume of 183 billion. Bitcoin's dominance at 65.3. And Chris, there's a whopping 8,053 cryptocurrencies out in supply or circulating supply currently. And we are only invested in 21 of those projects. So I feel that we might have to dabble in a few more in the future.
Yeah, I think that's definitely on the cards, right?
Absolutely, so many. They'll probably dwindle down over the years, though. There will be some projects that just will not survive. But going forward, I think there's going to be a handful of key projects that we're going to be wanting to focus in on, specifically here at Cheeky Crypto. Right, so let's have a look, right? So there's a few reds today. However, the majority of these things are in the green, which is fantastic, right? So XRP is pretty flat. We have Bitcoin here at 1.4 up, Ethereum 2% up, Cardano is pretty flat, Stellar's a little bit down, Polkadot's a little down. But VeChain here is okay. It's at 1.3% up today and 9% for the week. So let's give this a click and see what's going on. It's currently trading at 1.7 cents. It has a market cap of $1.1 billion. The trading volume is 144 million USDs with a circulating supply of 64.3 billion VET. The total supply is 86.7 billion VET, so pretty high on the supply front. If we shoot on down here, we'll have a recap of the all-time high, and that was 2.2 cents. That was achieved this year on the 9th of August 2020. So really good, I guess, performance today and the week. And things for VeChain are looking pretty good if you look at the charts. So we'll do that now. So here we are, right? So here is the VeChain or the VET to the USD. And we can see that I've just put a fib retracement level on here between the low points in June and the high point here in August. And, we're looking at where roughly we're sitting, right? So we tracked all the way down to the red zone and we've been shooting up ever since, right? There was a little consolidation around this 61% fib retracement level. Lots of consolidation on there. I'm hoping that that's going to kind of, once we get past that resistance, it will turn into support and we'll be moving on upwards. Now, if I go ahead and put a bit of a trend line on there, we can definitely see some good patterns forming. And we could probably say that that is a bit of a channel forming. Something's going to have to happen at some point up there. So really interesting to see how that plays out, guys. I think it's this project it's got so much potential. It's one that we're incredibly bullish on this channel, and yeah, I think this is definitely going to be one to watch going forward. Anything, Chris, that you want to talk about on price and charts before kind of moving on to this partnership?
Only like my opinion on the fact that this price for VeChain, I just think this particular project is just so undervalued. But apart from that, Nick, nothing else to add.
Fantastic, right? So this is the partnership that we're talking about, right? So VeChain Foundation announces partnership with Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, RMIT, right? The Blockchain Innovation Hub, accelerating blockchain and governance research, right? So since its initial launch in January 18, VeChain's global innovative research grant program, VeChain, love that, has been one of the major driving forces behind our blockchain-related technology progress, cooperating and co-developing solutions with the leading global research bodies for the betterment of VeChain 4 and the advancement of the entire blockchain industry. So with the goal of integrating blockchain into all possible frontiers and pioneering new ways for the world to do business, the VeChain Foundation is proud to announce that the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, RMIT, Blockchain Innovation Hub, has joined the V-Research program to address issues such as governance and other technological hurdles facing the industry. So this is just another huge step forward, not just for VeChain, but for the entire blockchain industry. RMIT was founded in 1887, and I won't go through all the history on that, but it's interesting. If you want to, then you can dig into that. VeChain and RMIT Blockchain Innovation Hub, a world-class collaboration. So they'll both be working together in detail to help better the whole entire industry. So the RMIT Blockchain Innovation Hub is the world's first research center focused on social science of blockchain and unites a world-class team of economists and social science researchers, including Professor Jason Potts, Chief Investigator for the ARC Center of Excellence for Automated Decision Making and Society. It's a mouthful, but imagine that as your title, right? Fantastic. So the editor of the Australian government's National Blockchain Roadmap. So yeah, that's one hell of a position. He also features Dr. Chris Berg, frequent TV media commentator and scholarly contributor, appearing in the Australian Journal of Political Sciences. The body consists of other professional researchers who together focus on the institutional possibilities, challenges, and implications of applications of blockchain across fields such as legal, compliance, economies, and healthcare. And one thing that you always come across, Chris, when we talk about VeChain is the kind of level of industries that they're trying to dabble in, right? They have health, obviously, with a lot of various different things they're doing with the virus. They also have the supply chain solution. They talk about tokenizing real estate. They've spoken about the entertainment industry. They're trying to get involved with a lot of different industries. And it's really interesting that this is, they're looking at the implications of applications within legal and compliance, as well as healthcare and economies, right? And the legal and compliance is the one that I'm going to call out as probably the most interesting in this scope of things, because that in itself has such huge implications to the real world and how we're going to take blockchain further forward, right? So it's really interesting that that's also getting mentioned here. So I'm just going to skip over the next few parts here. So blockchain governance consensus, a key for unlocking enterprise and mass adoption. And that's another key area that we have to be focusing on if we want mass adoption. We need a good governance consensus, right? So as a long-term research goal, the joint research team will investigate governance models that are suitable for enterprises with respect to the future regulatory environment and readiness of individual enterprises. This collaboration with yet another leading global university further cements VeChain's role as a harbinger of blockchain standards and sees it once again set forth the building for the mass adoption of blockchain technology among governments, enterprises, and educational research facilities. So this is absolutely a key thing that actually has to happen in order to really move things forward. And if you want true mass level adoption, you need to get governments on board. In order to get governments on board, you need to solve out some of these real key issues around governance. So I'm going to skip over these parts here, but I will link this into the video, guys, so you can have a check over this if you want. And I'm just going to go, we don't need to really talk about this, just pretty much the gist of it is they're doing a hell of a lot of very important research on blockchain and kind of what's going to be required to get us to the next level. So Chris, what's your thoughts and takeaways on this fantastic partnership?
Yeah, look, again, it's another strong case, I feel, to I don't know, like invest in a project. For me, you look at not just these new pieces of bullish news that we've been covering. But you know, historically, you look at the likes of, you know, Walmart China, the Chinese government investing in VeChain or partnering with them in some aspects, right? And how that's going to sort of push that mainstream adoption. Now, you know, a lot of it I think is going to come from Asia, you know, but you know, I think you're going to see some Western areas getting involved in VeChain as well. You know, I know that particularly in America, they are worried that China are sort of taking the lead in this particular industry. But you know, I think for an investor, I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing.
No, not at all. And you know, VeChain they are quite heavily over that side, I guess. But moving over to the Western, they're already in Germany, France,
Yeah.
Italy. You know, they've got partnerships in America already. It is expanding quite rapidly, and you know, it's definitely something that I'm proud to say I'm invested in VeChain. I think it's got a very positive future ahead of it, and I think it's going to be an interesting few years ahead for sure. So guys, if you did find this useful and informative, do go ahead and smash that like button for Chris. He really appreciates it, and so do I. And if you are new here, do go ahead and subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with that being said, we hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah, take care.